I get this question a lot, so I'm going to answer it a lot, just to make sure everybody knows the answer and has the answer you're comfortable with. A loom is not a sous-sou. A sou-sou is traditional, is something that's been done, for a very long time to basically create savings for the community. The number one rule is that basically whatever you put in is what you're going to get out. You're not going to get out more than what you put in. A loom is being falsely labeled as a sou-sou. A loom is, the government defines it honestly as a pyramid scheme, because in order for the loom to work, you have to have new people come in. And it's by recruiting new people that you're able to get back more than what you put in. So if they bring in new people, the new people pay the old people who've been around. And so if you're able to get enough new people to come in after you, then the new people will pay you. But if somehow it breaks down and you can't bring in more new people, then you're going to end up losing your investment. So that's the only way mathematically you can have a system where people are getting out more than they're putting in. In a way, it's you can almost think of it like musical chairs or something, right? In musical chairs, a lot of the kids get a chair, but there's somebody who doesn't get a chair. So mathematically speaking, a loom almost always breaks down eventually, and eventually a lot of people end up losing a lot of money. But in the beginning, it can seem pretty cool. It seems almost like financial magic, where you're putting in, $50 and getting back $400, or you're putting in, $1,000 and you're getting back $16,000 or $8,000 or whatever. I think it's 8. I think the numbers work in multiples of 8. I got to double check that. But either way, though, I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just going to say that it is illegal, and the government does define it as a pyramid scheme. And if you're running one, you got to be really careful, because you don't know how the government gets. They might, go crazy. But, then again, people spend money on all kinds of stuff. So I'm not here to judge it. I just want to make sure you understand what it is and what you're dealing with. A loom is not a sou-sou. So don't let somebody market a loom to you telling you that it's a sou-sou, because that's just not true. That's the biggest thing I think is really important, because, a lot of times people will take something that is questionable and they'll package it in the language of ancient African traditions, or they're packaging in the language of Christianity, or the language of something that you're comfortable with, or community. And unfortunately, if it gets to the point where the hot potato gets too hot, or there's not enough musical chairs to go around, there are lots of situations where these things have been done and people have lost money. I mean, there have been riots in countries over looms that went bad, where you had so many people involved that eventually it just broke down because there was no new people to bring in to bring in new money to pay the old people. And Bernie Madoff wasn't running a loom. He was running actually a Ponzi scheme, which has similarities to a loom. And the main similarity is that you need new suckers to come in to pay the old people that have already been sitting there. So I only say the word sucker because if it does break down, then you are the sucker. But if it doesn't break down, then, and you get your chance to be in the middle, then, you get money from the new people that come in. But Bernie Madoff actually went to prison for doing something like that. Bernie Madoff was running an investment fund where the only reason old people were getting paid so well was because he was bringing new people and paying the old people with the new people's money. So let me know if that makes sense. Leave your questions below. I'll talk more about it later. I'll probably address this again just because it keeps coming up. People keep asking me about it, so I figure maybe once a month or so I'll come in and redefine it. Make sure you know what you're getting into. I'm not one to judge and tell people what to do. I'm just one to make sure that you know everything. You know what it is. And if you're okay with that, then by all means, I hope it works out for you. So take care, guys. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins. Hit the thumbs up button. And don't forget, if you are interested in investing and different ways of building wealth, the Black Business School, we're doing the Black Stock Market Weekend coming up next week. We're going to talk all about stock market investing, how that works. I'm going to break that down for a 3-day period. So if you're interested, go to blackstockmarketweekend.com. That's blackstockmarketweekend.com. I'm out of here, guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.